What's up, folks? Welcome to Math Walkthroughs with Mr. Weeb. Today we're looking at divisibility by 5 and 10, and these are our Your Turn questions for Lesson 2. Let's look at what our first question says. It says, which numbers are divisible by 5? So we just look for a number that ends in a 5 or a 0, and I only see one here. That's all we need to do. The next question says, which numbers are divisible by 10? And since numbers that are divisible by 10 end in a 0, that's pretty simple too. We just look for the ones that end in a 0, so we have two numbers there. Now this gets slightly trickier. It says, why is a number automatically divisible by 5 if it is divisible by 10? And we could say something like this. If you can show a number with groups of 10, you could split those 10s into two groups of 5, so then you could show the number with groups of 5. The next question says, why is a number not automatically divisible by 10 if it is divisible by 5? And I might say something like this. A number like 25 is 5 groups of 5, but groups of 10 can make 20 or 30, but not 25. Next, number 4 says, why is 150 not divisible by 0? I might say something like this. Groups of 0 can't make 150, they can only make 0. Finally, we've got which of these numbers is divisible by both 4 and 5. Well, first, let's eliminate the ones that aren't divisible by 5, because that's easy to see. Anything that ends in a 4, that's not going to be divisible by 5. So now we've got the other ones. They're all divisible by 5, so now we have to start checking for divisibility by 4. And we know that to be divisible by 4, it has to be an even number, so we can eliminate the ones that end in 5. And we're left with 6,400. But just to make sure, let's test our idea and make sure that it's divisible by 4. So we know that 100 is divisible by 4 because it's 25 groups of 4, or 4 groups of 25. So knowing that, we know that a number like 300, which is just 100 plus 100 plus 100, if each of these is divisible by 4, right? This is divisible by 4, this is divisible by 4, this is divisible by 4, then this whole number should be divisible by 4 as well, and it is. That means that any number of groups of 100 are going to be divisible by 4, even if we have here 64 groups of 100, right? 64 hundreds. Knowing that, we know that it should be divisible by 4. We already know it's divisible by 5, so that is the correct answer. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.